What's up, guys? This is TCARP. Out here with Operator 8 and MMBN.
No, it's just operator.
Just Operator. All right. He's showing me how to use what's known as
Alcohol stove.
alcohol stove. I have never heard of these. He went ahead and brought it over. So apparently, how this works is you put isopropyl alcohol in there, which is we're just using the good old-fashioned
70%.
70% alcohol.
That's about the lowest alcohol content you want to go. You go below that and it won't even burn.
So 70%. So we've got pretty much a good old-fashioned can of green beans.
No, actually, that is actually
That's
a can of...
It's one of those hunting energy drinks.
Yeah.
Okay. So we turned the cap and everything upside down.
Crud.
And you pretty much
I'll have to put it up
solder
here.
together.
No, I don't. I don't solder mine.
Okay, so you just...
I roll the edge.
He just rolls the edge. And these are actually, you can do these with Coke cans.
Yeah, I've done it with
beer
Coke cans, beer cans.
But you pretty much, though, the stouter the can, like the stiffer
thicker
the can,
wall it's going to be, the better.
So a thicker wall. So what you're doing is you've got little holes in the bottom of it, like you told me. You've got, and also you've got poked holes, looks like right through here too.
Yeah, I drilled them out every
half inch is what it looks
no,
like.
no, it's almost half inch. But you see how long it takes to get it to burn? To get it to start
Chilly
going?
outside.
Because it's cold. Well, it's talking about you do this. No, you don't have to do it with this type of lighter. Of course, my lighter's going to go out. Yep, I'm out of fuel. Anyway, it'll take it a minute, but it'll get going. What it does with alcohol, it actually has to boil the alcohol in there. With heat, it doesn't. That's why heat's better. It actually gets the can really hot, really fast, and just makes it go.
So when you say boil alcohol, people don't really realize that alcohol can boil.
Yeah.
So it actually boils.
It heats it up to the point to where it turns into a gaseous stage, and that's what's coming out the sides.
Ah.
Kind of like how if you think of it, you're running a propane line to a
just
gas
like your grill.
stove. Like it has the igniter, and the igniter is pretty much just your lighter or whatever you're using to light it. And then when you strike that, how the gas builds up on the sides, and it's projecting the gas out to the sides of the eye and lighting that.
Right. Cool beans. Now, what can you cook on one of these little things?
Anything the fuel will last for. You can cook.
If you're using dried ration foods and freeze-dried foods,
the Mountain House or whatever,
however much water it can hold.
Wow.
I've actually seen guys use them to cook muffins. Believe it or not,
I think the most out of this one that we've ever done specifically was 24 ounces of water, but that was in my cooking set. My pans are a lot bigger than operators are. Mine's are 5-6 inches across.
Right.
3 ounces of fluid in this, 3 ounces of heat, or 3 ounces of alcohol will actually boil his entire pot of water.
Yeah, a hint
a
of advice,
rolling boil, not just a boil.
Don't cook raw foods over this. Like put it on. I figured that out the hard way. My friend got bored and we cooked hot dogs over this while they were just raw out of the freezer, and it didn't taste very good. It tasted like alcohol. It was pretty bad.
But pretty much a very quick and easy.
Breeze is doing it. If we had something to cover this up and block it and shield it, it would actually happen faster.
So the only thing about this, the weak points are extremely susceptible to the elements.
Yep.
Now what's happened is we've actually got this thing going. Again, susceptible to the elements, but once you take all the elements away, what we did is we closed the grill. But as you can see, you've got, I don't know if you can see that, but that alcohol is actually boiling and turning into a gas. And you've also got the flames coming out the bottom of it.
It's acting as an eye, pretty much, like the eye of a stove. And what's happening is when that alcohol is boiling, it's not just bringing fumes to the center of the can. What it does is, since it's the top of the can shoved down to the bottom of the can, how there are holes, 4 holes cut into the bottom, or the top of the where the cap screws on. What it's doing is it's also, when it boils, it fills the gas up in the outer ring, or the space between that, and then the holes, it lights from there.
That's pretty insane.
Wow.
So operator's got
Just put some water in my pot. That's it.
And it doesn't.
It doesn't put the fire
doesn't
out.
put the
The
fire
center
out.
fire doesn't mean squat. It doesn't mean anything.
No, the outside flames are
flames
what
don't matter.
So that's what. So when people come into it, they say, "Oh, okay, it's burning now." No, it's not.
No,
you
it's
gotta
not.
you gotta
You
have
have
those.
to have those outward flames. It has to be a jet. It's a jet.
It's a jet stove, just like a gas stove.
You
in your
can make.
house.
There are different designs of this that
Yep.
can do better jets. There's something also called a hobo stove, which is a coffee can, which
It's
is made.
just
Which
wood.
is made. It's made for wood. It's basically a homemade wood stove. It's like a Folgers coffee can.
With another can inside it. It's almost like a double boiler, almost. But the fire it actually uses heat injection through ventilation. I've never
There
built
are actually
one. I've
also
never
ways
built
to
one,
make
so.
the cans jet, like a legitimate jet. Like,
Yeah.
think of a jet engine, the flame
To shoot
peaks
out.
and everything. There are actually ways
just
to
by
get
adding
to do that.
just to get it by adding wood and getting it hot.
Wow. So it's been what, about a minute, and that that water's already starting to steam.
Now there's not a lot of water in there either. Now titanium is going to boil faster
Right.
because it's a thinner metal. It conducts heat better.
So this is a aluminum or is it a steel?
This is actually stainless.
So it's a stainless steel pot.
Yep.
So that's about as it's about as
As you
you
can
get.
get.
So it's not.
That's why it's heavy.
So this is nothing. This is really nothing super special.
No.
So we got about a 2 minutes into the video. About a minute it's been, and it's starting to steam. I mean, it's not too
If you
bad.
want to go titanium, they're more, usually a lot more than what stainless steel pots would be.
Yeah, just the cup is $54.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to time it. It's now 9:43. I'll turn it back on when it starts to boil and see how long it takes. Guys, it is a whopping 9:45 and 22 seconds. And operator, what do we have?
We have a rolling boil.
We have a rolling boil in this pot. That's really not bad for a can, 3 ounces worth of alcohol, and
This is how cold would you say it is?
I'd probably say it's about
My phone with me.
golly, it's about what, 40 degrees maybe? It's about
upward 40s.
upward 40 degrees.
Yeah.
So yes, we have it's sitting on a grill. So no, so you got your
Normally it's laying on the ground next to me while I'm in my hammock,
right.
and I got it on the ground with a heat shield around it. I'm just
So
This is another celebration that was started in